In health and in life, many things are important. And if you want to be healthy, of course, you need to do the right habits, you need to be consistent, you need to be motivated. But I think that nothing is as important as your mindset. Because if you have the right mindset, everything will just fall into place. You don't need to think about, are you doing the right habits? Are you eating the right things? Are you able to stay consistent? Because with the right mindset, everything is done just like that. And most of our problems could be solved with a better mindset. So I'm going to share you today what I think are the most important part of my personal mindset that allows me to be healthy like I am and to stay healthy, so you can do it as well, and maybe it will help some of you. Means that little things, little efforts are almost as important than the bigger ones, because what you want is a bigger goal. So maybe you want to lose weight long term, maybe you want to feel well, have high energy levels, things like that. And in order to do that, you need to stay consistent. And on the big picture, the small efforts will be as important as the big efforts, because they will allow you to keep a straight line of efforts, no matter how low or high they are, long term. For example, I have birds around me, you heard them maybe. They are flying, and in order to fly, they are moving their wings, okay? That's high efforts. But then, when they're in the air, some of them will stay in place or just straighten their wings and glide through the air. That's lower efforts, but that's as important to stay flying as the first thing they did, which is moving their wings. So that's the first thing you need to understand, is that in order to achieve your goals long term and to stay healthy, you need to care about the smaller efforts a lot, because these will allow you to keep your consistency going and to achieve your goals. For example, me, I was sick the last days, but I still exercised. I walked, I did like 30 push-ups, nothing big, but small exercise. So when I'm not sick anymore, I didn't stop, you know? Like, it's still a part of me. It's not, I need to start again, I need to re-habituate myself to do some things. No, I always did it. Yes, in smaller capacities, but it's still a rep, you know? So when I come back, it's easier, and it's easier to stay consistent. That's the first very, very important thing you need to know if you want to stay healthy long term. Second thing is your long-term mindset, obviously. You need to see your health and your objectives in health as a long-term thing. Like, some people, they want to lose weight and they do a super aggressive deficit. They go 1,000 calories less, they eat only like chicken and rice, they stop eating what they like, they exercise like 10 hours more than what they do usually, and that might allow them to lose the weight, of course, but how many of them do you think will keep the weight off after? Let me tell you that it's less than 5%. More than 95% that people that try to lose the weight actually regain the weight after losing it. It's not that people struggle to lose weight. Most people manage to do it, but keeping the weight off is the real challenge, and that's because most people lose the weight in an unsustainable way. And so when they actually manage to lose the weight, they reach the objective, then they go back to their normal life, but their normal life doesn't allow them to stay at this weight. So they gain the weight back. And that's very important for all of the objectives you have in health and even in life in general. If you want to keep your objectives, think of it long term. Like I said in the first point, value the little efforts. Is the same here. The little efforts doesn't seem big right now, but in the long term, in the big picture, they are very important. They are like little screws that makes everything hold together. And by doing them and by valuing them, you are making yourself a big service, because yes, maybe you won't get the results as fast as someone else, but in the long term, in 5 years, 10 years, you will have accomplished what you wanted, like the other person that will go faster, but you'll still have your results. And that's the most important thing. So for the second advice, you should really think about things in a long-term manner, like you want to keep them. So don't try to accomplish your goals in a short-term way if you know that you want to keep your gains long-term. That doesn't work. Okay? Value little changes, but that work, that you can keep. Like if you say, okay, I'm not going to change all of my diet, but I don't know, I'm going to start eating more fruit or more vegetables. Maybe that won't help you straight away with your goals, but that might be a change that you can keep doing forever. And that's important. Now, while talking about long-term mindset, you should also know about short and long-term motivation. I'm sure you already heard, like, motivation is not important. You shouldn't rely on motivation. And I don't quite agree with that, because there is two types of motivation for me. There is the type of motivation where you wake up in the morning and you feel like doing the thing, you feel well, you feel energized. That's the first type of motivation. That's the short-term type of motivation. And this one, yes, you shouldn't rely on it, because it's unpredictable. You don't know when you will feel good. Maybe you'll be sick, maybe you'll be injured, or you just don't feel like it this day. So if you only rely on this kind of motivation, you won't be able to do it. But there is a second kind of motivation, and this one is the long-term motivation, as I named it, and it's why you're doing the thing. So when you approach an objective or something you want to do, there is an hidden reason, maybe not hidden, but there is another reason why are you doing it. Maybe you want to be healthy and to be energized because you want to be able to take care of your children better, or you want to accomplish something in life. There is rarely just a simple thing like, I just want to feel better. Often there is something else, and that's the more extrinsic or long-term type of motivation. This is the big thing. It won't change if you're sick. It won't change if you're injured. It won't change if you don't feel good. And that's very important, because this is a type of motivation you can rely on. This is the why you're doing the thing. And clearly visualizing that and maybe writing it down, knowing what it is, will help you to accomplish a goal and to keep your results long term, because you always know why you're doing it, and this will always motivate you. Maybe less some days, maybe more other days, but this will always be a source of motivation, a constant source. And that's really a cheat code, I think, is to clearly know why you're doing something and why you're motivated to do that. Because first, as I said, it will allow you to keep doing it long term, but also if it changes and if you realize that this why is not so important anymore, you can stop doing the thing. Like, it will allow you also to know whether or not something you're doing for a long time is not important anymore, and you won't have to waste your time for like weeks or months after that, because it's very clear to you why you're doing it, and if it's not important anymore, you can just stop. I also made a newsletter on this, by the way, like how to not waste your time and keep doing things that you're not supposed to do anymore. So if you're interested by that, you can check in the description. Again, just look out how beautiful all of this is. Now for the fourth point, I wanted to talk about having fun. And there is a bit of wind, so I hope it doesn't fuck up the audio too much. But having fun is honestly the best advice I can give to anyone who wants to be healthy. Like, it almost seems like we forgot it. People just want to push through everything and like go to the gym because everyone does that, and eat these meals because that's the meals everyone eats, even though they don't particularly enjoy it. And the message that I want to give you is that there is something for you to enjoy that's healthy. There is a type of exercise that you can enjoy and that's healthy. There is a food that you like a lot more than the junk food you're eating right now, and that's healthy. Everything like this exists, but I don't know why, maybe like social media influence, everyone wants to do the same, and it doesn't fit for everyone. Not everybody likes to go to the gym, not everybody likes to eat some type of meal, not everybody likes to, I don't know, run. Find things that you actually enjoy, because again, the goal is to be healthy all your life, and having fun will bring you two essential things. First one, sustainability. As we talked about, if you're doing something that you like, it will be easy to do for all of your life. Like if you're eating meals that you like and you like to exercise, it's easy to do all your life. But if you're doing things you don't like, it will be super hard to do. It will be like, maybe you'll be able to do it, I don't know, but what kind of life is this? To be healthy, you need to do things you don't like for a few hours every day. That's months, years of your life that you're doing things you don't like to be healthy. I mean, it's good to be healthy, but it's better to be healthy and to have fun. And the other thing is that having fun will drastically reduce your stress level, and just for longevity itself, it's great. Like, the more fun you have, the better life you live in quality, but also in volume, because if you're calm, you're having fun and everything, it's better for your health. So don't try to be healthy by not having fun. That's counterproductive. Try to be healthy and have fun. That's very, very important. If right now the way that you're trying to be healthy makes you like pissed or you don't like doing it, find something else. It's okay. And believe me, there is something for everyone. Like, everyone can find something that's enjoyable and that they can do while having fun and while being healthy. The last advice that I have to give you is actually a warning. It's to be aware of shortcuts. During your journey, not only in health, again, you'll be tempted to do something else, to take a shortcut, to do something that brings you to the results quicker, that seems more enjoyable. Because let's face it, if you're doing something for quite some time, like an exercise or I don't know, it will seem more boring than a new thing that you don't know anything about. But doesn't mean that it's better and that long term you will enjoy it more. Not necessarily. You see what I mean? Like, the things that get you the most results, you already know them in health. It's sleep, it's daily exercise, it's eating well, and it's reducing stress. You won't have a magic supplement. You won't have like a special way of sleeping, I don't know, on your elbow to increase your sleep score by 100%. Some of these might work, but they will never have the same effect as the basics. Never. And if you start neglecting the basics for this, you will lose your gains and it will be hard to hold long term. So no matter everything you do, don't forget what got you the results in the first place, and always prioritize the basics and never neglect them for something else. You can take shortcuts, you can try new things. I'm not saying that you shouldn't and that you mustn't, but what's for sure is that you mustn't neglect what got you the results in the first place. I hope you enjoyed this video and that the wind didn't fuck up Jojo too much. I'm putting out a big video next week, so subscribe to be notified. It's a video on how to set objectives you can actually accomplish, so stay tuned for that. Check the link in the description for my newsletter. Thank you so much for staying until the end. I'll see you next time. Stay healthy.